Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ross, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that this channel is mostly about my life with my 2024 Subaru Forza Sport, the things I love, the things that annoy me, and pretty much everything in between. But today, I want to talk to you about a Subaru that I haven't even driven yet, and somehow it became Subaru I'm most excited about. Believe it or not, it's the car I think about every day. Can you guess what it is? You probably got it wrong because the answer is yeah, it's the 2026 Subaru Trailseeker. Now here's the weird part. I'm not an EV guy, never was. If you asked me a year ago whether I wanted an electric Subaru, I would have said absolutely not. I mean, Solterra was around back then, right? And no disrespect to Solterra owners, but honestly, that car gave me zero emotions. In general, I like gas engines. I like stopping for 5 minutes at a gas station and getting back on the road. I like not planning road trips around charging stations. Hell, I mean, one of the biggest features I brag about on my gas-powered Forester is that with my 35 plus MPG highway numbers, I can easily drive this thing non-stop for nearly 600 miles. That's impressive. So why am I suddenly sitting here talking about an electric Subaru? Because I don't think this car is exciting because it's electric. I think it's exciting because Subaru finally built something that looks and feels different. The first thing that caught my attention wasn't the battery, it wasn't the horsepower, it wasn't the range, it was the shape. When I look at the Trailseeker, I see a wagon, guys. I see an Outback. And I love that. I mean, you all know by now that the new gas-powered Outback has become bigger, taller, and much more SUV-like. Of course, its bigger size has delivered some meaningful benefits. I've sat in the new Outback countless times, and yes, it became more comfortable and roomy as a result. However, the drawback for many Outback fans is that it no longer looks like a wagon, but the Trailseeker somehow brings back that classic wagon look that made me fall in love with the Outback models years ago. When I saw the new Trailseeker for the first time at the New York Auto Show back in 2025, I didn't even know or care about this model. I came to the show to see the new Outback. And then, as I was approaching the Subaru booth, I saw the Trailseeker for the first time, and my first reaction was, wow, this looks like the next gen Outback, right? It looked so good to me from every angle, I could not look away. So, ironically, the electric Subaru Trailseeker looks a lot more like the Outback I'm sure many of us wanted, since it's no secret that a lot of hardcore Outback fans still can't forgive Subaru for dropping the classic wagon shape on the 7th gen Outback. I'll be honest, Subaru hasn't released many cars lately that made me stop and think, wow, I can't wait to drive that. The Forester, fantastic daily driver. Outback, also a great car, but exciting? Not really. The Trailseeker is different because it finally feels like Subaru took a chance. I mean, 375 horsepower from dual electric motors. 0 to 60 in roughly 4.4 seconds, making the quickest Subaru you can buy today. Yeah, a family wagon is faster than a 2026 Subaru WRX. Just madness. Of course, with being electric, you get instant torque, you get standard all-wheel drive, you get X mode, which is fantastic, especially if you're a huge X mode fan like me. And for someone who drives a 182 horsepower Forester every day, that sounds like a completely different experience. Nobody buys a Forester because it's fast. I own one, and I know exactly how that goes. You floor it, and eventually it gets there. The Trailseeker changes that completely, merging into highways, passing slower traffic, getting up to speed. Everything should feel effortless. And honestly, that sounds like a lot of fun. The thing I appreciate the most is that Subaru didn't try to reinvent themselves with this one. It still has real ground clearance. It has real roof rails, real cargo space. You can even tow. It still looks like something you'd take camping, skiing, or load up with bikes for the weekend. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that on this Trail Seeker, I don't feel like Subaru has lost its character. Like when I was looking at the first gen Subaru Solterra, I was just like, what is that? It's not a Subaru. But I don't feel this way about the Trail Seeker. In fact, quite the opposite. To me, it looks like an Outback. This car doesn't scream, look at me, I'm an EV. It just looks like a normal Subaru. If you parked it next to the Outback, I honestly think a lot of people wouldn't even realize the Trailseeker is electric. And I love that. Not everybody wants their car to look like a spaceship. Sometimes you just want a practical wagon that happens to be electric. Don't laugh, but another thing that gets me really excited about the Trail Seeker is the fact that I can walk into a dealership in 2026 and buy myself a brand new Subaru wagon without a CVT. Yeah, I want that. One of the biggest complaints Subaru owners have, including me, is the CVT. The Trail Seeker completely eliminates that conversation. You get instant electric torque with no CVT issues whatsoever. I mean, sign me up. However, there's one thing that's holding me back, and I thought it would be range. As you know, I like to flex that my Forester can do 600 miles on a tank of fuel. Trail Seeker is rated at 280 miles of range, and for my needs, it's honestly more than enough. It's also not the battery that's holding me back, and it's not that I have to charge it every time. It's not even the price, it's the interior space. Don't get me wrong, the cargo space and the rear passenger space is fantastic. But as for the driver's space, I actually had the chance to sit in both the brand new Outback and the new Trailseeker. The new Outback honestly surprised me. It feels every bit as spacious as my Forester. At 6'4", I fit great. Plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder room. It still has that open, airy feeling that I love about my Forester. The Trailseeker was a little different. I mean, I fit, but it definitely feels tighter. It reminds me more of an outgoing Outback than it does of the new one in terms of interior space. It also feels more like you're sitting in a car than in an SUV like my Forester. Some people are going to love that. For me, it's really the only thing that gives me pause. Because after almost 2 years in my Forester, I realized something: comfort matters. And I don't care how much horsepower the vehicle has. If I'm spending hours behind the wheel, I want plenty of room around me. So before I can say that this is the Subaru I'd buy next, I need to spend more real time driving this car. Because if it ends up feeling too tight on longer drives, that could honestly be a deal breaker for me. But even with that, I can't remember the last time Subaru released a vehicle that made me this curious. Not because it's electric, because it feels like Subaru stayed true to what made people fall in love with the brand in the first place. It still looks like a Subaru, it still feels practical and adventurous. It just adds a whole lot more performance to a already compelling package. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I haven't driven the brand new Trailseeker yet. Maybe I'll drive it and completely change my mind. Maybe I'll love it even more than I expect. Honestly, don't know yet. But one thing I do know, it's been a long time since I've looked at brand new Subaru and thought, I really can't wait to get behind the wheel of that thing. And that's exactly how I feel about the Trailseeker. As soon as I get the chance to drive one, you guys will be the first to hear exactly what I think. If someone from Subaru is watching, I'd love to do a full review. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and let me know down in the comments. Am I crazy for being this excited about the Trailseeker? Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.